I think in 2026, when we do have, some of these currencies are going to get backed by physical assets. You saw Trump announce today $12 trillion worth of mineral rights that they are aggregating for the U.S. to be able to compete with China and other large nations globally. That's a big deal. We need these raw resources and these commodities to be able to back our currency and compete on a level playing field without the dollar supremacy being, I don't even know if you want to call it a dictatorship or a monarchy or what you want to call it. But we have been in, the driver's seat for the past 50 plus years after Nixon took us off the gold standard, and really even longer than that since Bretton Woods in 1944. But again, all of that's changing this year. They are going to have the ball drop here in New York on July 4th for the 250th anniversary of the United States on July 4th. 2026. They're going to use the same 2026 that had the 589 bulbs in it on that day, which will be pretty cool. And again, a lot of things centered here in New York. I do think that Texas, Dallas, where I'm based, is going to become a hub for finance with the Texas Stock Exchange and many other things moving there. But, that is going to take time. A lot of stuff coming out with the Epstein files. I don't know if you guys have seen all of that. I don't know how much I can or can't say on here before I get down regulated. Go check it out. There's a lot of things, so if you want to go back and look, I had a tweet on February 26th, a year ago, where I talked about, wouldn't it be interesting if Epstein was tied to Bitcoin in some way? I wonder what that would do to the asset. Well, here we are, and it's falling quickly. You've got macroeconomic events playing out that we've been talking about for a long time over there in the Middle East with oil and Iran and Israel and the U.S. A lot of our military over there praying for them right now. Hopefully that doesn't lead to an escalation of things, but I do think that they will shut down the Strait of Hormuz at some point, which is going to cause oil to spike and the full domino theory to play out. And we know that the first place that they're going to implement distributed ledger technology is on the back end of the stock market. Because that's where, Monica Long was interviewing president of NASDAQ. And that's what she said. Those aren't my words. But that is something that I've said for a long time. They moved to T+1 on May 28th in 2024. I remember the day I watched Brad Garlinghouse speak at Consensus when that happened. And that was the first time that he had ever talked